I am Kevin Chavous. I am a Democratic candidate for council at large and a proud DC native. Um, I love Capitol Hill. It's probably, well, I'm partial to Penn Branch as a Penn Branch resident, but Capitol Hill is one of our best neighborhoods in DC. So, Capitol Hill has just really had a direct impact on my life, and it continues to for my family, my wife and kids. So, always happy to talk to the Capitol Hill community. One thing about this field in the at-large race, there are a ton of great candidates. People who've worked in government, people who've worked on the federal scene, people who've worked for various jurisdictions, healthcare professionals. We really have a diverse group to choose from. Part of the problem is that when you cross endorse with someone, that's it. You can't say, well, rank me number one and maybe rank one or two of these people second. I think people are looking for more of a definitive um, collaboration where you say, rank one of us one or two, and then you freeze the other seven out. So I think in a race of this, with this many candidates, I think we're just trying to figure out how it will work and not alienating the people who aren't picked. Because being that this is the first time we've seen it in DC, New York City had a couple of iterations before Mom Donnie's win. We're really just sort of learning as we go. I think at-large council members, it's important to have a broad view, right? And I think a lot of my focus will be dependent on the assignments that I'm given. I will push to be a committee chair right away. I know the chairman really doesn't give first-year members committee chairmanship usually, but with my 4 years of experience as a committee director on the council, I would use that to my advantage and ask for a committee chairmanship. I think there are a lot of concerns about our transportation system as a whole. The district contributes a very large amount to Omada, I believe 35%, although so much of the investments recently have been out in Virginia. When you talk about the Silver Line expansion and the new stations that have gone up in the suburbs, I believe they need to pay more to support WMATA. Well, one thing is that we've got to rebuild the trust between the community and the police department. And frankly, the federal situation has really hurt that. And we have a lot of good officers. So I support making sure that our police department has that they're equipped to do the job that we need them to do. I think we've got to do a better job of making DC affordable for officers to live in the community. I mean, the vast majority of police officers now live outside the district. I think that's a problem because they don't have the bond with the neighborhood they're serving. So I would want to fix that, and we have to start by providing more resources for housing, whether it's home ownership or some type of targeted relief for renters, but making sure that they can live in our community. But we also need to make sure that we are incentivizing people to become officers. We've got a shortage of MPD officers right now. And although we have a lot of federal law enforcement agencies, their jurisdiction is different. We do need more officers. We need to continue to support the pipelines that we've created in DC, like the cadet program that takes DC residents and high school graduates and gives them incentives to join the MPD early on. We need to expand that. We need to continue to promote that because I really believe the best police officers are those who come from the community they serve.